AMC is buying a theater chain that I had not heard of, and I'm really sorry. Carmike, how
I'm
big
surprised.
are they?
They're the number 4 operator, actually.
They are.
Yeah.
Is it a West Coast thing?
I think it's more so southeast region,
Okay.
which actually, as we'll get to, pairs really well.
Oh, it
with
does.
AMC,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Cool. Well, let's dive in. What are the details?
Sure. So last Thursday, AMC Entertainment Holdings, they're the number 2 theater chain by screen count, at least. They announced they'd be acquiring Carmike Cinema's number 4 chain, and this they're going to join up to beat out number 1, who's currently Regal.
See, I'm a Regal man. Grew up.
To create the largest
theater.
theater chain worldwide. And just so our listeners know, the number 3 player is actually Cinemark. So the CEO of AMC is pretty new. He took the reins in January. His name's Adam Aron. He came from Starwood Hotels and Resorts, and he's already making his mark. Like he took over, like I said, just 2 months ago, a little over, and. Apparently, there were 2 previous attempts for AMC and Carmike to do a deal. I think it was over the past 4 years, but they always fell through.
Wow.
But he made it happen.
In your research, was it a price question? Like, why did it fall through that many
I'm not
times?
sure.
That's really
I think there was
surprising to
some
me.
concerns that we'll get to around the deal, but I think it's really driven by the new CEO and also the owners of AMC, which we'll get to. So the purchase price was $30 per share, about a 20% premium to where Carmike stock closed before the announcement. So including debt assumption, the deal value comes out to about $1.1 billion. And AMC, I thought this was an interesting metric, is paying about $376,000 per screen. And
Does that sound right? I'm picturing, yeah.
On that note, AMC currently operates about 5,400 screens, so adding the approximately 3,000 Carmike has will give it a base of over 8,000 screens in over 600 theaters in 45 states. So, huge, countrywide operation. And then in terms of the deal's effect on the 2 companies, they expect it to be accretive to cash flow right off the bat, and the combined company they think will enjoy about $35 million in annual cost synergies. And as you would expect, really similar operations. They're seeing that in accounting, finance, technology, and they're also seeing some benefits with their negotiations. Right, they're now the largest theater chain.
That was where I was going to go.
They get to push their negotiations
Yeah.
a little harder in terms of the revenue sharing with a lot of the major studios, and. Investors seem pretty happy with the deal. Obviously, Carmike shares traded up on the offer closer to the offer price, and AMC shares are up over 10% since announcing the deal.
That's pretty rare to see an acquirer rise.
I think a lot of people are very positive because of how complementary their networks are. You have AMC, which is generally more focused in urban areas in the Northeast, and then you have Carmike, and maybe this is why you're not as familiar with it, is more focused on like rural, small town, suburban areas in the Southeast. So you pair
I do
them
not
together,
make it to small town. I do not make it to small town Florida.
The first time I had ever seen a Carmike theater was when I was still at UVA in Charlottesville.
Got it. Yeah.
And like I said, AMC shares up over 10% since announcing the deal, so investors seem pretty bullish and happy.